Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be continuing our character creation process using the 1d10 system. In the previous video, we covered ancestry, and now we're going to be moving on to step 4, which is choosing our skills. So let's head over to that section now. So in the skills section, what you'll find is all the different skills that your character can choose, and they are divided up into 3 different categories: physical, mental, and social skills. So each attribute supports and provides a bonus to skill checks related to that particular skill. So for example, if you choose to use your deception skill, it'll be derived from your social attribute. If you're choosing to use an investigation skill, from your mental, stealth will come from physical, as it's explained in the table below. As mentioned previously, there are trained and untrained skills. Trained skills represent skills that you are able to add your expertise bonus to because you're additionally proficient with them, and untrained skills represent ones where you just use your base attribute to determine them. So let's continue on with our previous character, Ignis Fireheart, and what we'll do is we'll choose a bunch of skills that we think would best represent things that he would be trained in, given his background and the type of character we're trying to make, and then I'll show you how to derive the skill check bonus for each of those skills. So I think one of the first skills that we're probably going to be interested in is skullduggery, which represents our ability to be able to get in and out of places unseen, and our ability to be able to pickpocket, potentially perform larceny and break into different locations. Investigation seems like it would be really suitable for someone who's an inquisitor, perhaps law, because of their background and knowledge and training. And perception, someone who's pretty aware of their surroundings and what's going on. Insight would also be a really good skill, given maybe potentially they are really good at determining other creatures' motivations and what they're trying to do, especially if they're conspiring to do something nefarious. And because we grew up in a large city, maybe something like streetwise would be really useful for our character. They're really good at finding their way and navigating urban areas. So now that we've chosen our skills, we need to determine how to derive our skill check bonus, which is really easy. So what we do, we go back to our character creation section, and in this section there is a section called Derived Characteristics, and this will tell you how to derive the different characteristics on your sheet. So we just scroll down to the bottom, and as we can see here, skill check bonus is a separate little section, and our skill check bonus is derived by our base attribute plus our expertise bonus if we're trained in a skill. And it's represented with a plus before it because it's a modifier that we add to a dice roll. So let's just do one as an example. So here we've got a trained skill, so we get to add our expertise bonus. And because skullduggery is a physical skill, it will use our physical attribute. So our base attribute is 1, and our expertise bonus is +1. So this becomes a 2. And we put a plus in front of it to represent that it's a modifier. For our investigation skill, our mental attribute is 3, and our expertise is 1. So this becomes +4. Similarly, for the rest of these skills, they become +4. For our social skills, once again, it's 3 plus our expertise bonus. That becomes +4. And so now let's have a look at our untrained skills. So an untrained skill just uses the base attribute. So for physical, we'll just use +1. For mental, +3. And for social, +3. So let's note that down in our character sheet. +1, +1, +1. And over here for Arcana, we'll just use +3 because that's our base attribute. And the same for deception, entertain, leadership, and persuasion. So now we've derived our skill check bonuses for all our skills. We can move on to the next step, which is to look at how to choose our features. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for your time.